Thank y'all for tuning in to the NOON podcast with a regular girlies has the real conversations. It's your girl Chimpy. I am back.
It's your girl Major Key.
And it's your girl Ash Nicole. What's up, y'all? We are back with another video. And we missed y'all. What's going
Uh,
on?
we miss y'all. Y'all miss us. Let us know.
And do.
We done been through a lot these past couple of days. What's going on? We had two birthdays. Let's get into it. How is turning 30, Ash?
Girl, fuck you. I turned 29. This is the last year of my 20s. This is crazy. I woke up like, wow, next year I won't ever be able to say I'm 20 anything. Like, that's crazy to
Mm.
me to really think about. But yeah, I'm 29, y'all.
What's
How is
29 gonna bring you? What you
not
manifesting?
What? Because y'all both was talking.
always? I said how would feel to knock on 30 door. Like you at
I'm not knocking on 30 door. I'm taking it
you
one
not.
day at a time. One day at a time. We got 365 more days until I'm 30. Well, minus a couple days because my birthday was on the first. But nevertheless, it feel good. Like I'm blessed. I'm in a great place in my life. I got some more places to be. So, just gonna keep climbing. 29 has taught me to be consistent. I really want to be consistent in all the things that I do. And we really only got 6 months left of this year. And so it really made me think like,
Yes.
wow, in 6 months, I'm gonna be 6 months away from being 30. So I really need to take this next 6 months serious because I only have 6 more months until I'm 30. And I really want to be able to say, like, these are the things that I did in my last year, or my last year of my 20s.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just creating consistency, whether that's the gym, whether that's creating content, whether that is meal prepping, whether that is praying and being in my word, whatever it is, I'm just trying to be consistent in all the things.
I
So
love
yeah.
it.
I like
hmm
it.
What about you,
Yes.
Kiki? Kiki turned 26.
Yeah, I'm here at
Woo.
26, y'all.
Baby.
26. 26 for me. Not the baby. I'm the baby because I don't want to get old like y'all. But no, 26 for me, I feel like it's time for me to hit go mode a little bit. Like I feel like it's other things that I want to do. Like I want to travel a little bit more. I want to make sure that me and my man are good. It's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to before I hit 30. So I'm definitely on go mode with that. But nonetheless, had a great birthday.
hmm
I hung out with my girl Sheepy on my birthday, and my man. We went on a little mini vacay. So yeah, I'm pleased with 26 so far. Like I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm knocking on wood because it better be a good year. Okay.
Period. Claim it.
Yes. I'm praying both of y'all have a good year. It's the start of something new for y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chimpy, how
I'm a
was
Scorpio
your
though,
cat
so
last?
I got a couple months. My last couple weeks was okay. Like I just was in the mindset of moving, so I just been like stressed and feeling like all this chaos. But now that I'm all moved in, I am feeling a little like weird. Like I miss my old place, but then again, I don't. Like I don't know. I'm in a weird like mindset, but I'm praying for all things good.
Mhm.
Um, I really want to go furniture shopping because I did sell our couch, so I want to like get something new and fresh, and you
Mm.
know, and that's crazy because we sold our couch after having that couch since we met, and
Mm.
I don't know, we've been doing a lot on that couch.
Yeah, I've been through a lot. Done a lot on that
Yeah,
couch.
been through a lot, doing a lot, all of the things. And
So yeah,
I'm mad
that
at whoever bought
is.
that couch. Y'all shouldn't have
Wait, I
bought
was about
it.
to say, do y'all ever feel weird when like
Don't be
y'all,
mad,
with y'all Michelle on the
but yeah.
couch and then like people come over and sit on the same couch? Like, do y'all feel weird? I feel weird.
No,
Y'all don't feel
no.
weird?
Mm-mm. It ain't like to come right there on the couch. I hope it ain't.
No, but I just cleaned it up like a couple of days ago. It's like,
That's
I'm
hilarious.
right there on the
screaming.
couch.
Y'all are nasty. This is how we starting a pie. Like we didn't even pray yet, and y'all
We
already
didn't
being
pray.
disgusting.
You
Like,
know, they know I'm gonna pray because God, please.
like
Yeah, go ahead and pray,
So
KK.
everybody bow your
let's get
head,
into the
close your
word,
eyes.
okay?
Here we go. God, we just thank you for waking up another day and getting us started today with our pod. Once again, we just thank you for giving us this opportunity to continue and to grow. And we are so excited to see all the things that are in our future. And we're just going to get started. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, y'all,
Yes.
let's get into it.
Let's get
Let's
into
get
the
into it.
All
I
right.
love
So,
pod days.
first
Me
things
too.
first.
I'm so excited I can't stop smiling.
We're just so excited because we haven't podded in a long time. So
I
I think,
know we all had so much going on in the last 2 weeks.
yeah, we
But we are
did.
back. And we ain't missed a beat. Y'all better have watched all the other episodes.
Because we have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure y'all liking and subscribing. Send it to y'all friends, y'all family. Have them like and subscribe. And come on, y'all. Let's get us to the
Yes.
top.
And follow the all in Instagram. Follow all of us on our individual Instagrams. Our ad names are right below. So yeah. Let's get
Yeah.
into these topics.
All right. So
Okay, we'll be starting with y'all.
you said what?
Okay.
I'm hollering.
I'm confused.
Because we didn't know what you said. We didn't know what you said.
Me or y'all?
You can start, Kiki.
I
Start.
was asking what we starting with. Like,
Oh,
what's
okay.
the vibe?
I think we should talk about spinning the block.
I knew you was gonna say that first.
I know I'm messy. Y'all know I'm the mess.
How did I know? How did I know?
How y'all feel about spinning the block? Because me, I never complain about spinning the block. I'm always spinning the block. But
I ain't spinning no block.
well, I'm talking about our single days. I'm not talking about us in relationships and all
I
that.
still never spent the block.
Why?
I'm not a block spinner.
You literally
That
spin the block
penis
into
must
a
not have been
marriage.
good.
Like,
We didn't never talk though. Like we didn't go together. We never talked. We never went on dates. None of that. Like that's not spinning the block. I actually hated him when I was in high school when he went on my prom. So that was definitely not spinning the block. I don't spin the block. He just happened to slide into my DMs and he was a whole different man, very much more mature.
so what you call it? Crossing the street? Like what? What is it?
No, because I feel
Spinning the
like the
block.
first time that we were ever like conversating or conversing, however you want to say it wasn't never like no flirting stuff. It was like we was just cool. So I don't think that that's necessary spinning the block. I think spinning the
Okay.
block is when you really mess with somebody, when y'all doing whatever, texting, talking, having sex, and y'all stop for whatever reason, and then y'all start talking, texting,
Okay.
fucking again. That's spinning the
Okay.
block to me. But yeah, I don't spin
Are
the
we
block.
all agreeing on this definition of spinning the block? Because I think I agree with that definition.
Yeah, I was about to say I agree. I think it's when you mess with somebody, y'all doing what y'all doing, y'all fell out, and then like some time passed, and then y'all.
What if y'all ain't fall out? What if y'all just stop dealing with each other?
That's a fallout to me. Because why y'all still dealing with each other?
Because maybe like, maybe one
I,
person got in a relationship now. Like y'all could have just been talking and then boom, like the other person was still talking to somebody else. They got in a relationship, boom, they ain't work out, then they're like, oh, let me spin the block. Like
okay,
ain't
yeah,
no beef.
that's
Like ain't
yeah,
gotta be no beef.
that could be something.
I guess.
I guess.
But
Like y'all be beefing with everybody y'all stop dealing with. Like I don't never have no beef with nobody I stop
No,
dealing
I
with.
don't. I only got beef with one ex, but no, I don't. I'll talk to any of my exes like hi and bye situation, how you doing, you good, blah blah blah. But yeah, no, ain't no beef.
yeah, I don't think it's beef. I think I probably am beefing with like two of the people that I used to mess with.
You
That's
look like
beef
you
then.
beef with your exes.
No, I
Not you
don't.
look like it.
The rest of them, like anytime I see them, the real tea is that they be wanting me back, but they can't get me back. That's the real tea. But there's only two of them. Like we really like ended on some like crazy joint, but nah, we end up on good terms. It just
So
goes.
anyway, that wasn't the question. You be spinning the block.
I said like I
So
used
she be
to spin
spinning the block. Damn, I ain't spinning the block.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with spinning a block. If y'all are going into this like with different mindsets, like, or if we stop dealing with each other for a specific reason, and we are both clear on that specific reason, and then we spin the block and we still dealing with the same thing that we was dealing with, like, it's no point in spinning the block. Like, if we're coming back
Yeah.
two totally different people with totally different mindsets. Like, I don't see a harm in it. Like, you can always, try it again. But I don't know. Did you spin in the block? So, Key, you said you spent the block before. When you spent the block, because I spent the block before too, but do you feel like it worked out, or do you feel like it was a different type of relationship y'all had after the spin in the block, or
Um,
do you feel like it's the same?
I think that like spinning a block with like the person I'm thinking about was spinning a block with, like it was not the same. I think it was more so like we just doing it just to do it. Like, but it was like it was like, all right, I know you, you know me, so it's easy for us to just like do what we do and keep it pushing. But even when I think about my man now, like I met him like my junior year of college, and I didn't start talking to him or like really rekindling things with him until the end of my senior year. Well, no, my senior year of college. So that's a spin a block where it was like, all right, we actually it actually did something better for us. But then like my other spinner block with like the person I'm thinking about, I'm not gonna say no names because I feel like I will say names. So let me really.
Please don't say
But
nobody's
the
name.
other person, it was like, nah, like we just doing this, like we ain't really all into that. So
I feel
it's
like spin the blocks can be beneficial because we see Ashanti and Nelly, and they
right.
spin the
Right.
block and they doing their thing. They married. They having a baby. Just for me, I feel like I'm not into spinning the block because I feel like if you didn't do what you were supposed to do with me then, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do with me now. And you don't deserve the new me because I feel like I've grown and I'm way better than I was then. You don't get that. Like, no.
I feel like some spin the block situations don't have to be like, oh, we gotta be something now. Like, oh, we gotta be like you gotta get your shit together now. Like, no, my spin a block with my other previous person was like, no, we just having fun. Like we just like
I don't
spinning
even
the
do
block
that.
for each other's company. Like I don't see us going over because clearly it ain't worked the first time for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people grow. It really just depends on the person you spend in the block with. Some people you could spin a block with just for fun. Some people you could spin a block with in hopes that they became like the person you really wish they was when you was together with them. So I don't know. Like, I don't mind spinning the block sometimes, but I gotta think about that. I gotta think about. I gotta think about
Screaming, I gotta think about it. I gotta see. I
was
gotta see.
my right. I gotta see. Like, was any of my spin the blocks really beneficial in any way for me? Like, I don't know, like, but we'll see. I gotta think on it. I think maybe yeah. I said
No.
all that just to say yeah.
I ain't spinning the block. I'm standing 10 toes in that. Ain't no spinning the block with me. I'm
I'm
Why do
cool.
you think that people are going to like what feel like oh I got her right where I want her type thing, or you just
No,
feel
I
like
don't think it has nothing to do with the other person. I think it's more of me. Like, I just feel like I said earlier, you didn't do what you were supposed to do then. You're not gonna do what you're supposed to do now. Like, I feel like I'm always the better version of myself the older that I get and the more time that passes. And I'm also not a person to just have fun, if that makes sense. So
mm,
if I'm gonna spin a block with somebody, I'm spinning a block in hopes of it being something like a relationship or whatever. And
right.
I feel like once you showed me who you were, whether we were younger then or a little bit older, I feel like your character is your character. So the moment that you show me who you are, I'm gonna believe you. I'm not coming back. Like, I'm
So
I'm
what if
not spinning
it's
the
like
block.
a situation where you just said like, oh, the older I get, the more I grow. Like, what if they just was in a set stage in their life where they was still like a little young and mature, but now they have
Mhm.
like their life together. They're like coming to
Right.
you the right way, like on some like grown man type time. Like, listen, this is what I
Hmm.
want. I know I wanted you, but back then I was playing. But I'm about to prove to you that I ain't playing no more. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna be like, okay,
I
or
don't
you
know.
gonna
I mean, it's hard for me
be
to say that. It's hard for me to say that now because obviously that's never going to happen.
like.
But I feel like a lot of my exes have grown up and have done things with their lives and are doing positive things, having careers, going back to school, getting more degrees. That's great for you, but I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. Like,
What is
I
it
don't want that.
like? Well, not you in your situation, like you're happily married, but like other people, they be like, I just feel like you was the one that got away. So like now I gotta spin a block because
Mm.
I gotta get you back because I know now like
Wait, speaking of like being the one to get away, do y'all feel like y'all ever was that one to get away from somebody?
yes. I think for all actually
Actually, for all of them, yes, I
all of them.
definitely agree.
I
Like,
do, I do, I
And
do.
you know you the one that got away because like I feel like some of them really do express it to me like damn like I really did
yeah, I
not
was
feel
about
like
to say they all verbalize it. Like,
yeah, they all verbalize it, but you just even know from like I think like even how like some of them be like in my pictures, like in my DMs, but like you can't get to me. You can't get to me. Your exes is the
You
exes.
can't touch this.
You can't touch
after
this.
she said she cool with spinning the block, now they can't touch it. I'm trying to figure it out.
That
Like,
was
can they or
so
can they not?
oh
Like,
new me, I'm sorry, yo. I'm happy. Sorry.
I'm
yeah,
hollering.
that's
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Even if I was single in this moment, like even when I was briefly in the single stage, like I still don't think that I would spin the block. Like, cause there's certain characteristics about a person that once I realize I don't like that, I don't like
yeah,
that. And
it's a
it's just
complete turn
gonna
off.
always be that. Now, what you said about do you feel like you're the one that got away? Yeah, there's a couple reasons why you would know
Yeah,
that
I
you're
was
the one
just
that got
about to
away.
ask, can we share why y'all feel like y'all the one that got
Yeah,
away?
I feel like
Like,
when you look at the next females after you or even the ones before you that they may have messed with, it's just like we're not even the same kind of girl. Like we're not and I'm not saying that in a braggy way, but like you might like things that I don't like, or you might not want to go to college and you might want to pursue other things. Like whatever the case may be, we just not the same kind of girl. Like I could see the kind of girls that you mess with, and I was like one off. Like I was just like it was a one-off situation with me and you, and we was like together for a little bit, but we knew it wasn't gonna last because we not the same. Like I'm not what you used to, and that's cool. And even when niggas' families be telling you like, you too good for my whatever, you too. I've
Yep.
heard that so many times, and it's just like the fact that you even have the audacity to tell me that, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And when I get in my right mind, I'm gonna remember you said that, and I'm never gonna double back.
when I'm not
But
in
right now,
love still.
but right now I'm in it. So you telling me that, but I'm still gonna stay. So I'm still be with them.
That's the thing.
That's
But once I
hilarious.
figure it out, we'll be okay. I'm never gonna double back. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I also don't double back, because it's like there's no way you like me and you like her. Like it's no way. So yeah. How you think, Champagne? Like what you think about that?
Um, I just be thinking, like, for some instances that I'm the one that got away. It don't even have to be about nobody else. It just be really about like the person. They just really just keep like wanting to be in your life in any type of way. Like, and it just make you feel like, like, all right, I know I'm the one that got away. Like, I ain't even got to look at nobody dealing with just
Mm-hmm.
how you carry yourself with me or trying to involve
Yeah.
yourself in my life. Give like you feel like I'm the one that got away. But most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, like the guy will say it and I'll believe it.
Not for
Like,
real, because there'd be some truth to that.
we
So
ain't
that
That's
really be
funny.
that. And I
How
don't know.
many
I
of
just feel like I'm
y'all
that
how
girl.
many of y'all watching Be Spinning the Block? I want to know. Y'all need to tell us in the comment
oh
section.
yo,
Like,
I know y'all be
who be
spending
spinning the block? I know y'all be spinning the
Right.
block. It's okay. I ain't saying it's a bad thing to spin the block. It ain't. It's whatever is your prerogative. Do what you do, boo.
spend that black.
So did y'all ever have y'all ever fumbled a guy that y'all feel like y'all might have been interested in?
Fumble?
Fumble. Let me really think about that.
I
Oh,
don't think so.
I've definitely fumbled before.
I think
Like
I fumbled too.
I don't think so. I think that I could have.
Oh my
I
god!
think
Is
that
it
I
yes or no?
Oh yes.
No, I'm saying I think that I could have, like it was a possibility, but I didn't go too far, and so it didn't get fumbled. Like I held on to it, but I just had to change like how I be sometimes.
Oh, okay, okay. I got
You
you.
see
You
what I'm
saying
saying?
like you almost
Like
fumbled, but you got yourself together.
right, right, but you had
Okay,
to
okay.
tighten up, straighten up, sis.
All right.
But yeah, I don't think I actually have, but I definitely could have doing too much.
Mm.
Got you. Yeah, that fumbling is a little different. Like I just know, ooh, like I
It's
told
a little
myself,
bit salty when you fumble a
I
nigga though.
know, it
Definitely a
make
hurt
my
piece. Like,
heart
ooh,
hurt.
like,
Like,
I want to know the story. Can you tell the story?
tell me a little snippet.
Tell me
absolutely
a little
not.
like roundabout.
When you like, it felt like we like in the Super Bowl. You got the scoring touchdown, and they throw the ball to you, and you just fumble that joint, and you lose the whole Super Bowl because of your dumb ass one fumble.
That's a
Like,
bad joint right
That's
there.
a hurt piece. Like that's a hurt piece. Everybody
yeah,
around you hates you.
yeah,
Yes.
Like
including
that's
myself.
crazy. Like
I'm
that's
including
so
myself. Like,
crazy.
so yeah,
I think it's worse when a
it's
guy fumble. I mean, when a girl fumbles a guy, especially nowadays,
yeah.
because guys are so hard to come by. Well, good guys are so hard to come by. So it's like,
Yes.
damn,
Mm-hmm.
you
Because the
fumbled
day
it,
who got doo doo in it.
Yeah, like
Not
that.
even piss, doo doo. It's
and
like,
it's swirled around, so it's like a brown tint.
ew.
Ew.
Like, you know, when you go in the restroom somewhere and you go in that bathroom, in that store, and got that doo doo in there, you're like, ew, you gotta run out and go to another store. That's the
That's
day.
the dating pool.
Wow, that's
I'm
deep.
hollering.
Ew.
Damn, champagne. So how long it took you to get over that?
All right, like we're not doing all this.
Wow. I just
How long it took you to
want to
get
know.
over what? Like it just was a fumble and it just salty. Like I don't know. I guess whenever the next season starts, you just be like, all right, like I'm back.
I'm
Like,
hollering. Like, I want to know if they had you in the corner crying.
no, it didn't hit me in the corner crying, but it definitely hit me with the IES face. Like that was crazy. I like
Yes,
that,
You
but
fumble somebody, KK?
I did. I
Damn.
fumbled one good guy, but it's okay.
I'm screaming
I
that
wish
it's
him the
okay.
best. Yeah.
I wish him the best.
I love
From
saying that and
afar.
not meaning
I
it.
I,
just, you know,
I feel like now that I think about it, I don't necessarily want to, like, you ever had somebody that you know was a good guy, like potentially, like, could definitely be a good guy, but like, it just, you wasn't interested.
and that's
Mhm.
exactly what it was. Like, it was,
Yeah,
Mhm.
like,
I
you got it
know
together.
you had
You,
all the green flags. Green flags. Like,
Right.
you are the
And
ideal
you
person.
just
I,
fumble.
I could not, I don't know. I don't think I was mature yet. I don't think I was ready yet.
I
And
just
I,
ain't
Yeah.
like the nigga.
huh?
I just ain't like the nigga. Like, it was when I was a flight attendant and he already gave me weird vibes. Like, I was working. Every time I walk past this man's seat, he's staring in my face, like staring hard. And
He was in
so,
all and all in. Like,
Oh,
damn. He
man.
was
and so then he tried to
He
talk
was
to me.
all in
I
that
give
day.
him, I give him my number, and he told me to come out or whatever. So I brought one of my friends out. We met. I think he was in Philly for like, I don't know, maybe 24 hours, whatever. I
Mhm.
came when he was leaving because again, I really wasn't interested. Like I feel like he wasn't attractive to me. He might be attracted to somebody else, but he just wasn't like super attractive to me. So that already was like, okay. And then he like, oh, come out, like I got you. You don't got to pay for nothing, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But I don't like you. Like I feel like when people give you all the things that you want and it's not in the person that you want, you don't
Yeah.
care. Like you really don't
that's what it
care. So
is.
I
Yeah.
came out when he was like leaving the club. I came. Like I really don't want to be here with you. Like I don't.
For
Like
him.
Mhm.
drove a really nice car, was a lawyer, like all of the things. I think I talked to this person for like 3.5 seconds. And then
Well,
Mhm.
I
plus
just stopped.
somebody else. Somebody will probably really love him.
That's what I'm saying. So like is that really a fumble or is that just like I really just don't like you?
Well, it was a fumble because you didn't really get to know him as a person. I feel like when
No,
you
I
fumble
didn't.
somebody, you get to know them. Like you be like, you really feel hurt for not knowing them, like not continuing the situation.
Yeah, no,
I
I
definitely
didn't.
like I'm not interested. Like it could have been great, but we don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that was too much of a fumble. So
No. I think that also could lead into something else because like if you know that you got like a person that can be that ideal person and you let them go because of something so shallow like you're not physically attracted to them, Like, is that low? Because I feel like I gotta be attracted to my person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that that's low, but I know a lot of girls will go for medium ugly or ugly niggas just because they got a lot of money or materialistic things. But I literally
Or just
cannot
good
do that.
qualities in their
Yeah.
character. Like they might have like really good personality,
Mm-hmm.
well rounded, all of that, but they just not physically appealing to them. So some people, I guess it depends on what your non-negotiables is,
Yeah.
because sometimes like people could be like, all right, get over it type thing, where they like, I'ma just get used to the look anyway, so
And
whatever.
it's some women out here who actually might they might make him look better. Like, actually, babe, you
Right?
actually, babe, put on these clothes. Actually, like, they
Yeah.
actually will build their man up. Like, I already know you have all
Mm-hmm.
the great qualities here. You just need a little help in that department. Like, even y'all seen that
Right.
thing talk where it be like the black girlfriend effect or the black wife effect with the white
Mm,
husbands. Yeah, they be
mm-hmm.
having that effect. Like, you build your man
You
up.
know.
Yeah.
So it could be that, but yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely situations where I've like been like so uninterested in a guy that was like really, really great, really, really like obsessed into me, and it just was like,
Yes. And I feel bad, but then again, I don't.
like, why did I want to go after the asshole who giving me an attitude? Like, when
Right.
you are
Why do you
perfectly fine
like that?
and
I
not gonna
love
give
the
me those problems.
answers are the best.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think it's because we like the
toxic.
chase.
I
Like,
do.
we like the idea of making them care. Like,
Maybe
you acting
so.
like you
Like,
nonchalant, and you acting like you don't care, but I know you care, and I'm want to make you care. And then when I don't make them care, I'm crying in the corner.
Like, you don't love me.
Like, you been showed me that you ain't give a damn about me, and now I'm acting like I ain't never know. Like, girl, you been
I'm
new.
hurt.
so do y'all feel like
Okay.
if have y'all ever dealt with something like y'all partner like and not something like you really like, but you was like, all right, like I'm into them and they like this, so I'm going to just stick it out like and start trying to like
Um,
it.
yes,
I'm trying to
yes,
think.
Okay.
because recently, so my man is into the foreign exchange market. He's into forex. He's into day trading. And at first, I was like, I don't like that. Like, I'm not a fan of it. Ew. Like, but when I really got to actually sit and learn about like how he makes profit, how he makes money, like really like him seeing the patterns, him being like very enthused into it, like he studies like hours on end on the market, and I really got into it, and I was able to like even like see things for myself. I was even able to make money myself. So that is something like at first I didn't like, but I ended up learning like, oh, this is actually cool. And then also another thing is recently I'm actually into anime because of him, and not anime, y'all. Like, it's only two shows we watch. One is Avatar, which is not really an anime show, and then the other is Naruto. And at first I was like, ooh, that's weird. Like, I don't like
Yeah,
people
I
like,
used to think only weird people watch that.
yeah, you would think that, but then like when you actually watch it, it's actually not that bad. It's a cartoon, and like they have a lot of life lessons. So those are like two things that I was not into at first that I knew that he liked. But I really like it. And I think he even loved me a little bit more because now he like, okay, like now he can unleash his real self with me. So
Hmm. So why wasn't you into like forex though? Like, did you feel like because of social media point of view on it, it
yes.
like altered yours or what?
Yeah, I think it was the social media thing. I think so when Forex really started, it was a lot of people who were joining it and they was like, oh, join, like do this, do that. I'm
It seemed
like,
like a cult.
yeah, yes.
Of course.
No. Even when I used to mess with him back in the day before we became boyfriend and girlfriend, he would like have all these people at his house. They had meetings and stuff, and I used to be like, y'all are weird. Like, I do not like this. But once like that market kind of died down, but I still seen him like still invested. Like, he didn't need a team. Like, he still himself was like looking at the markets, and then he was even like seeing like it's not even just about the team marketing. It's also like it's people out here who are millionaires off of like forex, and like it's a whole lifestyle. And
Mhm.
like once I saw like, okay, people could really benefit from this, and also like seeing like all the great things it came with, I was like, oh, okay, like this is something you really into. And that's when I got into it. So I think, yes, social media and then like the cult part of it
Concept.
was like, But like him doing it by himself and then him still being focused in it, I think that's what made me like, oh, okay, like this is
More
cool.
comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Is? You ever had to deal with something that somebody you dealing with was into and you wasn't really into it?
Yeah, I think I am like a super outgoing person. I always want to be outside. Always want to like have somewhere to go, something to do. Like outside really like just energizes me. Like I love everything about outside. And my man is a homebody. Like my man
Mm.
will really have a great time being inside. Like he does not care to go outside. He does not care to be in the mix. He does not care about any of that. And I think I have really grown to love like being inside. Like yesterday we did nothing. We stayed inside all day, watched Game of Thrones all day, and it was really fun. Like now I'm just like, I don't have to go outside. Like it's cool. The moment I step outside, I'm spending all this money. Like I might as well just stay inside, enjoy my house, do something in here, wash clothes, watch TV, do whatever, but just stay inside. And he'll come outside like with me if we, want to go on a date or do something fun outside. But like he really prefers being inside, and I used to hate that. I used to be like, why we can't go somewhere? Why we can't do something? But like, I really do enjoy like us enjoying each other's company and being able to just chill and vibe all day and do nothing. So I was definitely, I thought I would never ever be able to like enjoy being inside because I'm the only child. So I always was
Mm.
inside. I always had to like enjoy my own company. I always had to like be by myself. So when I was old enough to choose, I was like, I'm never choosing to be inside and I'm never choosing to be by myself. Like even when we was in college, I'm like so happy me and Champagne was roommates because we was always together. So happy we moved
Mhm.
into our apartment. Everybody used to come over. Like I loved it. I loved everything about college because I never had to be by myself. But now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? There's so much joy in being in the house and being by myself because then I can focus on other things that I need to focus on. Like I could take some time to set aside to do something for my business or do something as far as like content creating and figure out how like I want to really tackle that. And being outside is really just a distraction to lose focus on whatever it is that you want to do. So I love going outside still, but I also enjoy being inside. So yeah.
Y'all feel like it was hard to transition or no?
mm, I think it's hard when you are not trying to let go of whatever that other thing is.
Hmm.
Like, I think that's the hardest thing. I think when you're not open to like, all right, let me see why this person likes this or why this person enjoys this. I
Yeah.
think that that is what will make it hard
What
to let
determines for
go.
you?
But yeah, when you open to it, I don't really think it's hard. Like at this point, like I could probably stay in the house all day today. Like I don't have to do anything. And I was open to understanding like why do you like being in this house? Like it's always gonna be right here. Like we can be in the house when we come back from doing whatever we're doing. But no, I like being I like being in my house.
I love my house.
I love my house. I
That's
love it so
hilarious.
bad. What you think, Champy?
I think it's super hard. Like, especially if, like you said, like you trying to shift your mindset to something that the other person is interested in, it becomes a little hard. But like when you really are into the person, I guess it's less hard than when people aren't into their person. But it's still hard in a sense for me. Like I'm still learning how to do that. Like just be like,
What's
okay,
something
right,
that you had to like one of your people had that you had to kind of like adhere to?
be interested in.
Mhm.
I don't really know. Like I'm not really one of them people who like don't want to do something or not like adventurous enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna try it. But it do shift like your mindset. My mindset has to shift when it's something that maybe I felt like was weird, but I don't think I ran into that yet. Like something that was super
Mm.
weird.
Yes.
But I think when it comes to like the thing that is more harder for me is when we come from two different like households or moral standpoints, and then you gotta like y'all morals align, but it's just things that you were taught in your household versus what somebody else was taught in their household, and then you like, all
Yeah.
right, like which one of us right? Like, because neither one of us really right. We just gotta figure out which one we want to follow or create our own like type
Hmm.
thing. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw y'all know Randy Rosato, whatever her nice name is.
Mm-mm. Who
She
that?
on the that podcast with the guys and the girls. I think it's called like something night. Why can't I think
I
of it
don't
right
know.
now?
Oh,
The
tonight's
real
conversation.
decent. Yes, that.
Yeah.
What is it called? The what conversation?
Tonight's conversation.
Yes, that. Okay. She has her own like talk show or something, I think. And she did something where I was like, "Oh, that's pretty decent." But she had a glass in her right hand and somebody was sitting in front of her and she was asking like, "Okay, what hand is my glass in?" And obviously they're going to say the left because they're opposite of her. And she's like, "Sometimes you have to realize that people's perceptions are different. It doesn't make him wrong or me wrong because to me
Yeah.
it is truly in my right hand, but to him it really is in my left. So it's like neither one of us are wrong, but at the same time we have to be open to like other perspectives and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I thought that was super decent of her to like visually show, because a lot of times when we get in relationships we might have a lot of like opposing perspectives, but it doesn't necessarily mean your perspective is wrong or my perspective is wrong. I think that's the beauty of being in a relationship, because you get to see like how you think or how you operate versus how I think and how I operate, and we can pick and choose what we want to merge together and just live the life we want to live. So I thought that was a good little snippet to bring in here.
Yeah, it's all about like compromise, really. Like you have to be
Mm-hmm.
open minded to their point of view, and also like making sure that you're listening to understand and not just speak back. Um, like with the different perceptions that we all have. So I think that's something like we have to highlight in like in our relationships, or like even with dealing with whoever. Just being open mind to like their point of view or their like mindset. I think that's the main thing that I think that keeps relationships going.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
agree.
what
I agree.
what do y'all think equally yoke mean to y'all? Like, do y'all feel like it mean like a person that have what you have or have what you don't have?
I think equally yoked is not even about tangible stuff. I
Mm.
think equally yoked means mentally where are you? Spiritually where are you? Are you able to are you open to growing within your faith and growing mentally and growing spiritually? Like I don't when people say equally yoked, I think that, and granted, this may be their perception, but I think they are thinking more about like materialistic things, like what do you have, what do you bring to the table, like material stuff, money. What's your career? What's this? What's that? I think that back in the day when people used to focus on being equally yoked was focusing on like how can we come together and bring the qualities that I have and bring the qualities that you have and create, I don't know, whatever life it is that we want to create. Because back in the day, they used to marry dead broke. It was never about like what you had or what you could bring to the table. It was more about like, okay, you know how to do these three things. I know how to do these three things very well. I think they will complement each other. Let's bring it all together and create something amazing. So I think equally yoked for me just means someone that understands that they are not perfect, and is willing to take every day to get to a point where they're growing, like still being able to receive feedback, still being able to develop in their career or develop in their relationship. I don't know, like it's more like internal. I feel like it's more like being willing to go that extra mile to create whatever life it is that y'all want to create together. um yeah.
I,
Yeah.
go
I
ahead.
think equally yoked for me is like I need you to have what I don't have. Like you need to have a little more patience if I don't have patience, or you need
Yeah.
to have like be one of them financial responsible people if I'm one of them people who just like to spend all the time. Like I
Hmm.
need that type of like have what I don't have type of situation. When I look at it, I don't think materialistic. I mean, sometimes people do, but just for me, I feel like I want you to have like deep qualities that I don't have. We can also have qualities that are the same, but
Mm.
whatever I lack, I need you to be right over my shoulder, boo. Like that's what
Period.
I feel like. Like that's really how it feels for me. So I think that's what equally you mean to me.
Nah, I definitely agree with both of y'all's perspective. And I also think for me, sometimes what equally yoked means like shared beliefs. Because some of my beliefs are non-negotiables. Like just like my faith. Like I don't think that me as a Christian woman, I just don't think that I can equally look with somebody who is of a different religion. Like that's for me, because I just think some of our like practices, some of the things we do just would not align. And that's it's no fault of your own. Like we all have different religions, we all have different belief systems. But for me, like for the comfort of like what I believe and the comfort of my well-being, I just think that I need somebody who has the same religious beliefs as me, or even like just like equally yoked of like how we prioritize like our families. Like I feel like even me and my boyfriend, like we both equally, we are only children, and like our moms are like our priority. Like that is our like center right now, because like we know that like at the end of the day, that's the person that we always going to have like in our corner. So like I can understand him and he can understand me when I gotta get up and go and I gotta drive to Jersey, or he gotta get up and do something for his mom. It's like some beliefs are very central to me. Like that's something that I cannot just pull off of just because I was raised. And like it's great to see, like it's great that me and him have a lot of shared beliefs because of our brought up really. So I think for me, I think it's also like that is a big part for me of like
I agree with that. I agree with
Yeah.
all of those perspectives. I'm glad that we all wise enough to not say it's about how much money you got.
yeah.
Like I love that for us. Like we
I
so
feel like
grown.
I think once you get to like a certain age, it's more so about like, well, I don't even know if it had to be a certain age. I feel like when you are a person of a certain mindset, like it becomes like, okay, this is what I have. And if you don't have the same thing, whether it's because you have more or because you have less, like that's just, I guess, your personal thing. Like if you have less, then okay, let's figure out together how you can have more if that's what you want. Or if you have more, break me off a little bit.
Yeah, give me a couple dollars.
Yeah, what
But I think
No,
that
but
was something good for Kiana to touch on, because I feel like um a lot of people, like, I don't know if it's a bad thing when multiple religions come together and create a relationship, but I feel like if someone doesn't truly believe in the same things that you believe in, like, can it really work? Like, can it really be like a fluid relationship? Because y'all are gonna bump heads about a lot of things that like I want to do that you don't necessarily believe in doing. Like whether it's celebrating Christmas or whether it's celebrating holidays in general, and you don't do that. Like, how do you guys feel like relationships that share opposing thoughts really work,
thoughts
or if they
or
do or
religion.
don't work?
Sorry, you said thoughts or religion, or you saying both?
Your thoughts on people that are in a relationship with different religious beliefs.
Oh, okay. I think that you could definitely clash. I think some people are do make it work because they just pretty much both believe in a higher power, and whatever their personal relationship with God is, they have their own personal relationship. But I think when you bring like kids into it, it could be a little difficult because now it's like, okay, what are we instilling in our child? I think once you start adding different factors, it becomes difficult. But I definitely feel like for me, I don't want to like be in a relationship with, or not even a relationship, but like married to someone of a different religion if we aren't like already on the same page. Like
Yeah.
if you are, let's say, Christian, and you're not like a practicing Christian, but you just believe in God. You don't always go to church, but you go here and there, and then like maybe I'm Buddhist or Muslim or whatever the case may be, and I'm also just not a practicing Muslim or Buddhist. Then whenever we have our time with God is separate, then I feel like it works better in that way versus when people are like practicing and every week they're doing something for their religion or whatever the case may be, then it could be a little bit more difficult. But I think that some people make it work, and some people it just really is difficult because, like you
Yeah.
said, like all right, when Christmas come around, I'm getting a Christmas tree. So, and if we live together, like I'm really disrespecting your religion in some way.
Right.
Right.
So, like, where's the real, compromise when it comes to that? So,
Yeah.
And
it definitely could be difficult.
yeah, and the first thing that even came to the forefront of my mind, even about that, is like I think about, and I know you're not supposed to think about the negative, but I'm thinking about like when I have like a hard week, or when I feel like I have no faith or no hope. Like I will hope that my partner is like praying for me, or I will hope that my partner is like speaking on my behalf, or something, like just making me feel encouraged. And I'm not saying that like because we pray differently, like it translates differently, but it is different to me, like how I will go about things, or how I'm rooted in my scriptures. Like I even have scriptures tatted on my body. Um, and that's probably is against my religion. But in like, like this is so contradicting. But the main thing is like I just like I'm grounded in like a different like thought process. I think Christianity is like just a different thought process. Like you go about things different. Like if I'm praying putting on my gospel, and I'm putting on pastor that's preaching, or I'm listening to my gospel music, like that could be something that triggers you, or be something that you don't see like the importance of it, while someone who does, like you at least like know a background, or like, okay, this is something that I relate to as well, like you could appreciate it a little bit more, or
Yeah.
like you could be there for me a little bit more. So I don't know, I just think that when it comes to religion aspects, for me, I'm not saying what's wrong with y'all, or like this is for a problem for y'all, but for me, like I would just want somebody that also shares the same interests.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
Same. I
What if
mean,
the person is not religious, like at all? Like, just, it's not that they don't believe in a higher being or believe in God, but they just like, not religious.
yeah, and that's something I also agree with. Like I feel like if you are not religious, you wouldn't understand certain aspects of like why I'm praying because I had a bad week, or why I have faith in something. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I just think they also wouldn't understand. Like I just think anybody that is not of my faith wouldn't understand me, and that's okay because you have your own conceptions in your head, or your own thoughts, your
yeah.
own ideas, which is cool.
Hmm.
But for me, I just don't see we will ever align, because you will be like, oh, why are you going to church on a Sunday? Or why are you doing this? Or like, why you
Mhm.
got oil
Hmm.
and you praying over your house? Like, you wouldn't get it. And that's fine. That's fine.
I
So,
also think that's also the beauty of like just being a person in general, because like I know that my husband believed in God, but I feel like he like his dad was Muslim, his mom didn't really practice anything. And so like she obviously believes in a higher power, but like it was never like a structured thing, like I'm gonna go to church or I'm gonna go to the masjid or whatever. And I think that when we got together and he saw my love for Christ, he was also intrigued by that, and we were able to start this journey together and be able to go to church and be able to do our premarital counseling and be able to really have our pastor, who is like
Why you
one of
keep
our
looking at him?
mentors. He's not even down here.
It seemed like you kept looking to the side, like, let
No,
me
I'm
see
just
who he
looking
is.
around. But nevertheless, I just feel like that's also the beauty of that too. And I feel like being a Christian, that the word says to, share my word and bring them to me. So I feel like
Right.
being a part of this religion really shows me how like, all right, it was like a little bit vulnerable and scary to like really talk about like my religion, or like be like when you in the car with him and a gospel song turn on, you be ready to change it, but it's like, why though? Like,
Right.
why? So now I've created this like confidence in my religion, knowing that I've been able to share it with him and be able to like show him a different way of life. Because that was super important to me, especially if once we start a family, like I need to know that we are on the same page. Also, your husband is supposed to be the one that leads his family. So you can't lead your family in Christ if you don't know Christ. So I think that being able to like open his eyes to that. I don't necessarily think he was ever opposed to it. I just don't think that there was any one structured religion in his household that gave him that direction. So for me, I feel like that's definitely the beauty of being an individual. And I feel like it don't even have nothing to do with my marriage. I just think that it could be somebody else, who my friends who may be struggling in deciding what religion they want to go in. I think it's also good to be able to share your ideologies and your thoughts on, your religion, and share that with them and bring them to the word too. So I don't know. I feel like it can work if the person doesn't have any religion, but is open to whatever it is that you practice, and you can be able to show them a new way of life. I don't think it can work if two people are strong in two different religions,
Yeah.
because we're going to have two opposing thought processes, two opposing pretty much everything. And so I don't per se think that that can work. So yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
I think it's also a pure like I think it's like a purest form of love, like when we like pray together, or like even like when we like we be looking up scriptures together, we kind of do Bible study together, we trying to figure out life, like trying to figure out why did God put us here, like why do we go through things. Like I feel like it's also beautiful when you can like share that like common interest with one another, and just really seek like the highest being. So I think that's why it's also important to be equally yoked. So like you can actually like have some even ground and have like a form of love and a bond over something like that.
Mhm.
Yup. Okay, I think we can move on to the next
Yeah,
topic.
This was serious, yo. Let's get
This
into
was
something
serious.
a little less serious. Let me ask y'all how responsible are y'all, because like how y'all get responsible,
How you get this responsible?
right? Like,
Um,
I was tired of losing stuff. I just had to get my life together. I was tired of losing stuff. I was tired of
so let me
being.
ask you: you got your birth certificate and your social, or your mom still got it?
I have mine. I have
My
mine,
mom
and I
still
have my
got, but
husband's.
she not giving it to me. Like that's her. Like she's not giving it to me.
She's
I
talking
got my
about that's her. That is your belongings, Tiana.
and she keeping it like it's her because she think I'm her child, so that's her stuff. Like cool.
I'm hollering. No, I have mine, and I have my husband's, everything, all the documents. Um, but I don't know. I think I got to a responsible point because I see irresponsible people. Like, in my immediate like family, that I'm just like,
You
being
like, let me be the
irresponsible didn't
responsible
really
one.
get you nowhere. So I think I'm gonna be the opposite of that. I'm gonna try to be responsible, because being irresponsible, baby, look where you at. Look what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna just choose the opposite of that. Also, I feel like being irresponsible creates so much chaos in your life. When
Mm-hmm.
you
It do.
irresponsible, you don't know where stuff at. You don't know what's
So
going
how? Let me
on.
hear like an example of how responsible you are. Like, at what level you at?
What you mean? How
Well,
responsible?
you gave an example of like you
I'm gonna
got
tell
your
you
own birth
how
certificate and
responsible
social.
I am.
Okay, let's see. Let me
So
hear it.
responsible that I got auto pay on my stuff.
On
Period.
Auto
everything.
pay is the ultimate. Sorry, no, that's not the ultimate, but that's very
Yes,
responsible
that is.
when you got
You
auto
talking
pay.
about like, no,
That
I
is
believe it.
responsible.
No, you're not about to. No, I'm not about to go in. I'm not about to be evicted. My car not about to get repossessed. Like that is not happening. Like
It's a lot.
I need to make sure I have a house over my head and a car to drive. So
Period.
auto pay on something. Now my credit cards are not on auto pay. They're gonna have,
I-
but
they got
every
me.
the necessity is on auto pay.
Yeah,
Mm.
I got
So
this
your
stuff on
credit,
auto pay
your
too.
credit not a necessity for
Credit is
you.
not a necessity. It's a thing.
She got a little bit more responsible. She got to climb that responsible ladder a little bit more.
Yes, but I only have
Um.
credit card, so that's responsible. I know people that got like 5, 6. So
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if I would categorize that as responsible, because some people have multiple credit cards because it's helping them build their credit.
well, good for them.
Well.
I'm screaming.
This is hilarious.
Um.
Like,
I mean, I think I'm so responsible. I got life insurance policies on me and my husband. I think that's
okay,
Okay.
very
that's a good
responsible.
form of responsibility. I think
Hmm.
that I am the less responsible out of all of us, because I do not have, well, no, I do not have my car note on auto pay, and I do not have my birth certificate or my social. I mean, I have like a picture of it, and I have it virtually, but I don't have the like physical
Girl,
copy.
go get your damn stuff.
Got it. Why do moms
So,
keep getting Social Security card? Like, what is
and
the
I still be calling my mom. Like, I was calling my mom for everything. So like I'm not really that responsible. Like I will call my mom at the drop of a dime. Like anything that
I'm
go wrong,
hollering.
I'm calling her. Like, girl, what is going on in my life? Like,
I'm screaming at what's going on in
get
my
this
life.
together for me. Like that's how irresponsible I am. But I am becoming more responsible because I'm about to be 25. I need to get responsible.
The girl's like,
In a few
She
months.
started lying so bad. She talking about I'm about to be 25.
I gotta get
he
my
wants to be a
life
baby in the group.
together. Like, but yes, I'm becoming more responsible. I gotta go get my stuff, y'all. I gotta go get
Go get your stuff.
But I got a safe. Like I got our passports in my safe. I got like what else is in my safe? Like safe stuff, but just not that.
What the hell is safe stuff?
Like stuff that should be in a safe. Like
If it's not a
yeah,
birth certificate or a social, then what is it?
my passport. That's in my safe. Like
Oh
nobody
my
cannot
god.
come in my house and just take my passport. Like where is you going with that? No,
Where's you going?
it's
At
in
least you
my
got a
safe.
passport, because it be some grown people that don't even got no passport. So
No,
you
that's
At,
are
definitely true.
responsible. You are
at this
responsible.
point, y'all need to get y'all passports because what is y'all
For
doing?
real. People be
I
coming into my
know.
job, ID expired or they lost it. I'm like, okay, well, you can bring your passport. Don't got one.
Oh my God.
Like,
Irresponsible.
irresponsible. Like, it's
Definitely
crazy.
Right.
irresponsible. All right, y'all, let's end on this note. I want to ask y'all, what is a movie that y'all watched that y'all will never watch again? Whether it's because it was a horrible movie or because you just didn't get around to watching it again.
The
Uh,
Conjuring.
the con.
He was like, what you scared?
He's
You
scared.
don't remember? I never watched that movie ever since I
After
lived in
that
that
day, we watched it.
apartment when
Oh
we
my
all was at
God.
my apartment and we watched it. Do you remember
Yes,
that? I
I
never
do.
watched that movie ever since then. I don't want to watch it. I am not a scary movie girl. And yeah, that was actually a scary movie. Like The Conjuring was truly scary. Like you know how sometimes it'd be like a scary movie and it don't really
Hmm.
be like scary. No, that was scary as hell. And I'm not watching it again. Like I don't never have to watch that again. I'm cool. I'm so cool.
I think something that I've watched but I never watched again was Roots.
Oh,
Oh, I never watched it.
Like I never watched it again. I feel like I barely got through it. Maybe I should watch it again at this age. I was like young when I watched it, so maybe I just wasn't really mature enough for that type of movie yet.
mm.
So that's something that I watched and never watched again. Something else that I watched and never watched again. I don't know. I can't think of like anything scary. I feel like scary movies are already like I don't be feeling like I
Mm.
can't watch them again. But
Mm-mm, I'm cool.
Roots is definitely my pick. I
Yeah.
watched that once and then watched it again.
I watched The Passion of Christ one time, but I would
Oh,
watch it
that's
again.
definitely a movie I watched once and didn't watch again.
But
Yeah.
I
That,
would
Um,
watch it again though. That's the thing. That's
yeah.
why I
I
didn't
would
say that.
watch it again. I
Okay.
watched that. I think I watched that at school.
Oh
Passing the.
yeah, you went to a Catholic school.
Yeah, I went
Uh,
to a Catholic school, and I had religion class, so I feel like it was in my religion class that we watched that movie.
okay.
I'm hollering
Yeah,
out, okay.
with a serious face,
Oh,
she like, "Oh word," like,
What about you,
my bad.
Key?
Like, can I not watch it?
no,
Like,
I'm just like I never heard somebody say I watched Passion of Christ in school. Like,
oh yeah, I went to a
okay,
Catholic
like
school,
that's a school right there.
so
I'm
like
screaming.
we had to pray in the morning. We had to do like all the Catholic school stuff. We went to Lent.
Wow.
Or
What's it
yeah,
like Catholic school? Like,
I can tell you that another
did they hit,
time.
they hit you with the rulers? Did
Huh?
did they hit you with the rulers?
No,
Like,
they did not hit me with no ruler.
or was it
Did
like
they
No.
really dress like nuns though? That's the only question I got.
Yeah, I had maybe
And you had
two
to
or
call them
three
sister?
teachers. Yeah, I had
Oh,
two or three people who just like our principal was a nurse.
oh,
oh.
Yeah.
okay, Kiana, what's your movie?
Oh, my movie is Fruitvale Station. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah,
Oh
I seen
yes, that
that.
was good.
Yeah, I
That
only watched that one time too.
that was
That
the
was
one
so sad.
so sad. I don't. It's the ones that like hurt my heart that I just be like, oh no, I can't watch that no more.
Yeah,
And
no, I agree.
what's the other one? It was a series though on Netflix. It was about the four boys.
Oh yes, Central Park 5.
Central Park Five.
Oh yeah.
It's like their eyes or something. I forgot what the
Yeah.
series was called, but I could only watch that series one time because that was also very hard for me. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
with that, I just can't. That unsettles me. I don't like it.
All right, we're gonna end on a fun note because this is gonna have you cracking up. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
We're doing a spelling bee. We're doing a spelling bee, and y'all are gonna see. Y'all are gonna see how bad they can't spell because I'm not spelling it. They gonna
Wait, yo, this is bad.
Okay, let's
Hold
hear it.
on.
What's the word?
Champagne, are you ready for your word?
Yes, I'm ready.
I got dyslexia, so
I don't care. Champagne, you ready for your word?
Yes, come on.
Okay, spell facetious.
All right, let me see. Facetious, it sounds like it's a PH. Am I giving right or is it
And
F? Neither?
it's not a PH.
Is it F?
Girl, spell it.
Facetious. Can you use it in a sentence? Can I buy a vowel?
facetious.
No, I'm gonna give you the definition though.
Okay.
Treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor.
Mm.
FUNNY?
Huh?
She's so funny.
Facetious.
I am hollering.
FACIOUS?
No. And
Spell it. I can hear it.
it's FAC.
Wait, before you tell me. Kiana, you spell it.
Oh yeah, see, Kiana spell facetious.
Facetious.
Come on, we have to spell it.
Facetious. FAC.
Go ahead. That's the same thing I said already.
FAC what?
I.
And
Oh my God, what is it?
try one more time, Champagne.
Oh, I see it. Damn, I already looked
Who's showing you the word?
it up. Myself.
Talk about I see it, like not you looking
How you
it up.
spell facetious?
FACETIOUH. I'm talking about OUH. Yes.
Facetious.
I said I.
C-I.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Let's hear the
That was
Kiana
wrong.
word. Because if
No,
I
that's
spell
it.
Kiana word,
That's
I'm
it.
gonna be
Because
mad.
y'all both couldn't spell facetious.
Give me another word.
All right, let me look up another word.
No, let me give you a word, Ash. Automatopoeia.
You
Go.
want me to be in this so bad?
Go ahead and spell automatopoeia.
I don't know how to spell that. Like I ain't even gonna sit here and try to spell
Y'all,
it.
thank y'all for tuning in to the LOL podcast. We are the regular girlies, and we are out.
Bye, y'all.
Wait, we didn't do show of the week.
Ooh, I think she already stopped, but go ahead.
No, I didn't. We still recording. But how she going?
No, we just gonna end it. We gonna do show of the week tomorrow.
All right.